Took the second one out, said, this is hope. Took the last one out, said, this is done. And then I awoke. There is the fulfillment of the 13th of Corinthians, verse 20. Faith, hope, and love, these three abide, but the greatest is love. Faith will one day be translated into vision, therefore fulfill itself. And hope will be completely realized in the state. But love endures forever. It's something that's basic. You can't analyze it. It's something that is altogether God. There's only God, and God is love. So she held the three coins, the three precious ones in her hand. And she thought in terms of a 30 pieces of silver. And the boy said, no, you have the three precious ones. And then came, and the voice, as she relinquished, she didn't have any choice in the matter, he just took one after the other. And the voice began to speak. Now whenever vision breaks out into speech, the presence of deity is affirmed. As told us in the 3rd chapter of Exodus and the 6th of Isaiah. When it breaks out into speech, when you're in the presence of vision and speech takes place, then the presence of deity is affirmed. So I say, every word of Scripture you one day will experience. I have experienced Scripture. I've experienced it, and now night after night, all the lovely things that come afterwards. Like the 23rd Psalm. Who would have thought you took that literally? The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Would you believe that isn't definitely true for a man to experience? What is objectivity and what is subjectivity? Is it not wholly determined by the level on which consciousness is focused? I am telling him in a dream that this is the reality. And what I experienced only yesterday was the dream. And I told him how I dreamed it. And when I woke back here, I realized from this level what I told him was the dream. And what I told him was the dream was really the fact. Which was the fact? And which was the reality? Now, who is my Father? We are told in Scripture, the whole vast world is seeking the Father. And Christ tells us, I am the Father. He who sees me has seen the Father. The whole vast world is seeking Christ. They're seeking the authority that is imaged as your earthly Father. That seat of authority, that seat of power that you can trust, that you can respect, that power to which you can submit yourself to, even if it does, and it does sometimes, chase you. And in doing so, you think it's afflicting. But still you will submit to it if you can trust it. And what is it? It's the Father in our very self that we are seeking. That same Father that the Christ of the Gospels claimed himself to be. So when I met my Father, I was only seeing the authority that I had found. He was the image, the symbol of that authority that I loved. I always trusted him. I would always submit myself. He was always generous and kind. And here I am, stretched out on the grass, in complete fulfillment of the 23rd Psalm. He maketh me to lie down in green pasture too, the Lord. Well, we are told in Scripture, Christ is the Lord. And he calleth himself the Father. Here's my Father. And I'm lying down, not standing on it, I'm lying down in green pasture. And it's so green and so luscious. And night after night, the entire book unfolds as experiences. After the four major ones take place, or they're taking place. It's all behind me. So I'm sharing with you, and to repeat it, how can I teach? Anyone, I wouldn't say anyone, but majority, receive. How until he brings me where I have been. He takes me to that same level, and then they will know. And they will know all these precepts are to be taken literally and fulfilled literally. I tell you, God, who is love, endures. Everything is going to pass away. It will simply wither like the grass and simply vanish from the earth. And the earth itself, God, by then you are completely incorporated to the one being who is God. There is nothing but God. And God is all that. Everything else is an attribute of God. Faith will be fulfilled, hope fulfilled, all the attributes fulfilled. But God, without, endures forever. It is forever. So here this wonderful picture of the three chords. Well, I can't tell you my thrill when someone who comes here will have a being of that nature and who would share it with you. You very sweetly wrote it out in a typewritten form and gave it. And others I have 5 others, and they're perfectly marvelous. And when I come to their fit, I shall share it with you. And so again I'm going to make an appeal. Do share your experiences with me. They encourage everyone. This sweet lady who wrote it, her message has gone out tonight to everyone who's here. And you will know that you too will have a similar experience. I know that these 3 qualities, virtues, they abide. And the greatest of these came last. And the last is first. And the first is last.